Hello everybody, welcome back to the good studio, Road to QuakeCon. I've taken over. I'm James. Joining me here is, you look fucking tiny, by the way, and I look very white now because of you.
Yeah, I'm just messing up the whole balance of the studio.
You really fucked up the lighting here, Suj. I'm going to go taller. Look how tall I can go. Oh
Very
shit.
good.
I dropped some toilet paper.
Yeah, I was just saying, this is the first time for me in a studio. This is very strange. I don't know where to look. I don't know what to do with myself. There's earbuds falling out. I don't know if the microphone's right.
You're fine. Yeah. Do you like it?
Oh, it's very impressive. This is lovely.
Yeah. Would you build one at home?
I think, yeah, this is what I'm aiming for. This is going to be my living room.
Wow, why does my microphone keep twatting myself? I don't know. What have you been up to? You have some Quake?
Yeah, I was meant to come in yesterday, but you got me far too drunk on Friday night.
Yeah.
And
True.
Yeah, I tried to look at the screen. I tuned in to FACEIT TV, watched Quake for about 10 seconds, and then had to run off and almost throw up.
Cool. So now we've got a whole game of it.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to stomach it?
I don't know. Is there a bucket or something?
Maybe.
It's not a very clean studio. Don't mind.
Don't say that.
Well, I mean, they can't see back here. It's a mess.
Well, I just dropped toilet paper over there.
Yeah, I'll aim for that.
That looks like Dan's jacket or something.
Okay, I can wipe myself up.
I mean, there's
later.
Dan's jacket.
I've lost my microphone, my headphone now.
You can win this. All you need to do...
How many FACEIT points you need?
Like 1,000 FACEIT points.
Okay.
And you need to tweet at Dan, I want your jacket. It's very stylish. It's got a good style, Dan. I remember him when he was like a kid. I saw a picture of him the other day on Twitter from the time when he joined Dignitas. He looked really young.
Yeah, that's when I know Dan from. He was the just like a baby playing Quake. And like, look at him now. Heartthrob. Broadcaster extraordinaire. Yeah,
bastard. All right, we're going to go into the game here. We don't really know what's going to happen. Hopefully we know the map. Chances are we might not, so we'll see. And here we are, Sujoy. And what can you tell us about this map that we'll be playing?
I did warn you beforehand that I haven't played Quake for quite a long time. I don't know the game, the players, and it seems to me.
Well, you're more qualified than most Quake commentators, Suj. I think we'll be all right. All right, so currently following Noctis, we got the Averagers versus IG. IG has some players that you probably know, Suj. They've got strenx, Cypher. I don't think you know clawz, and the last guy, as I like to call him, for IG. And on the Averagers, you've got Noctis. Sparty just picked up a quad with only a machine gun to hand. And then you've also got Demon, who's pretty shit, actually. You could probably replace Demon, I'm not going to lie. I think last game he was the only person that came in on minus net on the winning team, which basically just goes to show that...
Wait, why are you assuming I'm going to be bad at this game? No, you're right, of course. Okay, yeah, I do recognize some of these names. I mean, like...
And Spy.
Yeah, I was worried that I would be completely useless, but I could be the newbie. Like, you've probably got lots of...
Yeah, you can explain stuff like how much armor you get when you pick up yellow.
Yeah?
How much armor do you get when you pick up yellow?
Who knows? Okay, it's 50, yeah.
No, it's changed in TDM now.
No.
Yeah.
What is it?
That's 50.
Okay, but I assume there's lots of Counter-Strike players and Dota people. So I can ask the stupid questions and you can hopefully answer them.
Yep. All right, so we got Silence P as the guy who's actually managed to get himself the red arm. We're going to see Quad in a little while, and Red and Mega's going to be up. But let's see what he can do with this lightning gun. Gets himself a rocket launcher. And when you're in this situation, any armor that you get when you're in TDM, you just need to do something. Like, it's just so important that you just don't run around like an idiot and get absolutely destroyed. So, Mega's up. I'm not going to see who's going to take that. It's going to be him. Oh my god. This is like, if this was toxic on this team, it just picked up this much health and armor, you'd already won the game. I have no idea where Averagers are. I think they're on like another fucking map or something, because the scoreline's still 7-7, and actually Averagers are going to pull himself ahead with a kill here. But Suj, you've played a lot of TDM in the past. I mean, what do you kind of credit being a good TDM player to?
Well, you say I've played a lot of TDM. I did in the early days. But
early days.
I specialised in
ping.
Yeah.
You specialise in having a better ping than everybody.
Better computer, better ping. That's my my go-to strategy. Oh, so there is a quad. We're not fighting over it.
Yep. Actually, double rail coming in from Demon. I think it was him, and he actually secures the quad. So already, that's like a huge play just to be able to bring that back in your favor. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do. Nice railgun shot onto clawz. And he's got a decent amount of LG ammo. Going to pick up the red. So it looks like we do have a pretty slow map in comparison. I haven't actually played it, but it kind of feels quite slow. But just one power up, so not really overly comparable to like DM14. But here we go. 2 kills surely for Demon here. He's actually going to almost find himself a third, and Strenx hits a double railgun and survives on 10 HP. You can drop weapons in TDM.
Yep, I did know that. I did know that.
Yeah. I believe you.
Well, I mean, the way I used to play was in the old Clan 9 days for Quake 3. We used to constantly run at the team. That was it.
Yeah.
It was just the easiest way to play.
That's a good strat. That was like the DM7 strat. I actually think there's a couple, there's a new map on in Quake Live that is that as well. Pretty much just run at the team. But this one seems a little bit more spread out, so it seems like a much slower game, and averages hold a 2-frag lead with just almost 4 minutes. Demon going to get a close range shotgun. I've actually noticed Demon, the player that we're watching now, he's actually pretty good with shotgun. Maybe that's why he ends up with a minus net, because he probably focuses on maybe off spawn going for shotgun rather than the other weapons, which is actually a really good thing to have on your team, is when you have not everybody fighting over the same shit and you actually have someone looking for those, you know, slightly less used weapons, because if they hit the shotguns, you know, they really bring you back into the game in certain situations. So we'll see what Demon's going to be able to do with that. We do have Zoot on the camera. Thank you, Zoot, as Cypher will take on Noctis. Noctis probably looking to win this with just 33 HP. And we're going to have quad in 15 seconds. We've got a railgun in the room for averages, so this should maybe go in their favor. But Silence P is going to hit one railgun back, and it is Fazz to hit his railgun. Hits another one. Doesn't crater. Hits a third railgun shot. Quad's going to spawn. Looks like it's going to go to Noctis. Will take it. Doesn't have a lot of armor to his name. Silence P comes in, but he claims the 2 kills, and he's going to get the mega health. So really nice pickup here from averages, and you can already see Suge. They've just stormed away with the scoreline.
Yeah, I just love this style of play, actually. I think there's enough space on the map for them. I don't know the map.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks...
Say it confidently, though, Suge.
So there's enough space for them to do their own thing, but every whatever time the quad spawns, they have to converge, otherwise they're just going to get destroyed. Okay, so every 2 minutes they're sort of forcing a fight, which I like.
And that was a big win, and really off the back of Fazz hitting 3 railgun shots and securing the quad for his team. And Noctis, yeah, very nice to get those 2 kills, but again, that's really going to put IG in a bad spot. And you can see the averages all kind of playing together. They've got a decent amount of weapons between them, so they can take fights kind of at their leisure, really. As you can see here, Demon has choice of rocket, and Rel's got to be careful. He's going to duck out just past the lift so he doesn't get chased down. Does get a kill onto Strenx, and he did have help. So I've been watching these guys actually stream a lot, Suge. Comms are pretty simple. A lot of it is just telling people where the opponents are. And what's lost, and you know what weapons are available, and if you can hand them over, really nice by Demon. I mentioned.
That's what
earlier.
I like about Quake, is that you don't necessarily have a person playing the one role and somebody else playing the other roles. I mean, they do that sometimes. But
yeah, you in a way, it kind of naturally happens. You know, like Toxic actually does become the one role.
Okay.
Like when Toxic walks into a room, and if you can drop weapons, you generally drop the weapons and there's an armor spawning. But you don't naturally have that off the spawn. You know what I mean? And you're right. So yeah, you don't have the one role, and you know, if you're looking at Dota.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking Dota, even Counter-Strike, you've got roles for everyone. Okay, so I guess they do that a little bit.
Well, yeah, but I think with everybody being so good at both teams, it's not really the case. And we are going to have a quad spawn. Is going to get picked up. Don't see who has it. Is it this guy who's called Strenx? Doesn't look like it, otherwise he wouldn't be chasing, because that's kind of weird. Is quad,
Zoot, please.
Quad drops, right? He died, okay.
Oh, okay.
You can drop quad in CTF, but not TDM, right? Zoot, you can tell us in chat.
Yeah.
Yes,
I've been watching.
I've been watching CTF.
Yeah, it doesn't drop. When you die, you lose it.
Such a shame. Such a design flaw. Wouldn't it be more interesting to guarantee the quad was still there? Anticlimactic. You know, all the CS viewers are like, well, I wanted to see the quad run.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
no
to me,
run,
like back in the original Quake, you know, when it's 4 times damage, it used to be the thing. It's just wrecks people. It's just so overpowered. It was so much fun.
Yeah, but you got to earn it as well. Fazz, 60 armor, 100 health. Got himself a railgun, 19 rockets to his name. Now, Fazz actually has been playing really well with the railgun in terms of just his game in general in the last kind of 6 months, as it's taken more shape as he's kept playing. As he misses a shot and proves me wrong. Dickhead.
Is Fazz the same as he always was?
Yeah, he's still kind of nice. I think he's less creative as a player now, just because he was very creative, right, in his kind of like plays and his rocket jumps. I think he's kind of toned it down a bit because it doesn't always work out, and I don't want to say he's focusing more on aim, but for some reason his railguns just become very, very stable. And Fazz was never someone I felt that was a railer. But I guess, like, you know, when you play aero walk a lot, eventually you're going to get a good railgun. Smarty to pick up the red. Just over a 20 frag difference here. Next squad's going to be important, Suj. And here it is. Place your bets. I think averages.
Yeah, they've got the high ground, they've got the weapons.
And they just give it away.
Oh, okay.
They give it away to a team that had nothing apart from, like, you know, I didn't even think they had a railgun. So that was a really odd play. Okay. Now we're going to see strengths with the LG.
He's stacked as well. He's getting stacked. He needs a bit of armor.
I think he just ran past the yellow.
Yeah, he doesn't really want it.
Doesn't need it. Strengths. Now he needs it. I've made a terrible mistake. This doesn't seem that healthy to be able to get those quad runs if people are quite well positioned. Like Noctis there blatantly knew that he was just going to camp out and wait for a quad, and Strengths unfortunately only getting 1 frag off the quad run leaves the game at exactly the same difference with a 21 frag in favor of averages. So we'll see.
I mean, the game's changed so much. See, I'm actually watching this for the first time for a while, and people seem to know what they're doing, which is different for me. I think the last time I played, really, it was a case of trying not to make too much mistakes and aim right, and it's different now, isn't it?
Have you ever played official tournaments where you didn't know the map, Suj?
Yeah. Okay, so we had a few drunken conversations about this. Oh.
You're more than welcome to talk over this. It's just rockets. It's self-explanatory.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, and okay, so it was Quake 4, and like at the time, I used to be a Quake 3 professional, but I came back for Quake 4, and I assumed it would be all the same maps, but there was one that I'd never played before, and it was one of the CPLs, I guess.
In America.
Yeah.
So you flew to America.
Yep.
Off your own money.
Yep.
To play in a tournament.
And this was the game that DJ Wheat was casting, and he told me beforehand, he was saying, I'm so excited, this is the first time I've ever been able to cast a Sujoy game, it's going to be fantastic, and I just show up and I'm just running into dead ends and looking for armor and wondering, you know, which way to go.
What map was it?
I don't know, I still don't know.
You still don't know the map today? Oh my god, Suj.
I was playing Americans though, so pretty much all you do is get the lightning gun out.
Yeah. Did you win?
No, I lost badly.
Oh. Did you win the series?
I won the moral victory. So, no, I didn't.
Alright, we got Sparty. He's in a nice quad run so far. Gets himself like 3 shotgun kills into a lightning gun. He's got 9 seconds left. And again, with this quad run, it just separates that scoreline. Both teams have been pretty stale in terms of actually gaining an advantage, but as soon as a quad goes in favor of the averages, it's been the last 2 out of 4 times that they've been able to get it and hold on to it. They've been able to extend their lead once again. So
they're making more of a quad, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're actually getting in a good position. They can make use of it.
It seems like they're holding the side with the railgun more. Because it's a large map and they're often getting the high ground area, so it's like they want to stay on the red. So I don't see the red room really being IGs for a long time. The only time it was really in IG's favor was kind of at the beginning when they initially got their first quad run as well. That was actually quite decent. But I mean, Sparty got himself an LG. They've got what they need in terms of map. They've got their backs to the red armor and it will spawn again, so they will double up on that soon. I want to take out clawz here. They will do so successfully.
Can they take back control of the map then and we'll get this difference back? It's a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, they're just so safe. Like, in this position, just like, in terms of actually being able to do something on this map, it just seems like they are so safe. I mean, they got a kill onto the Noctis. So Cypher got a kill onto Noctis, but he's going to be nullified. Noctis obviously spawning no man's land and actually will get picked up as well by strength, so they're going to get a bonus kill for that. But even trying to push into this room, Cypher's tried it like, you know, twice now, and he's ended up giving away 2 frags and got 1 kill. So yeah, it just seems like the team of Averages are very happy to camp this red out, take what they can, and then move into quad with railguns and hopefully get the kills and get the quad. And Sparty does get it, gets 1 kill, looking like he is going to go down to the rockets of clawz around the corner. And, that would be the end of that. But as long as they can get back on their items in that red armor room and even get a mega here for Fazz, it's very difficult to see where IG are going to come back into this unless they actually put up, like, for me, it seems so obvious that they come in high ground red armor every single time. And I don't know why they just don't look to try and get someone there, earlier with a rocket launcher, just to kind of stop the chance of that happening. At least give yourself a little bit of breathing room before the quad spawns. Because if you can get the quad and get away, when you're on the side of the map that has the yellow and mega, you could probably make something happen. Who knows?
Well, they've only got, what, how long does the game go? Is it
15 minutes. Plus 5.
Okay,
20 minutes.
20 minutes, right. Yeah. So there is time,
Yeah, there is. But I can't see it happening unless there's a crazy change in control. I mean, this railgun and the red armor have been controlled massively by the Averages. But they are challenging it now, IG. The red armor's going to be up, and strenx almost going to get it, but Fazz gives him a grenade to the face. It's got to be so upsetting. Rocket pickup as well. Switching over to some of the IG players as they do want to challenge. They do know this is what they need to do, so they are going to start challenging this red, but they've got to be careful because the red time Averages know, and also they've been out and probably got the mega, so they come back in exactly before red spawns, clean up the room, pick up a bunch of kills, and red's now up on the platform and they can choose who to take it with. So unfortunately, yeah, IG there a little bit too early and weren't able to kind of cess in afterwards. But we'll see if they did enough damage before this quad spawns. I'm not sure who picked up the red, but it looks like Averages are already here. And really nicely done by Sparty. Picks up the kill, timing. But does get railed down by clawz. But that stops the chance. It's more important that they just take it and die, if anything. It would be great if they had a quad run, but it just stops any chance of IG kind of coming back in. And now IG, once again, actually decided to put more pressure onto this rail red room. And unfortunately, if the frags just keep exchanging, clawz does pick up 2 kills and a nice rocket. He's looking for Fazz as well. That could be his 4th kill. Gonna almost get it. Gonna have to switch. Doesn't pick it up. We've got red armor spawning in a little while. Sparty dodging like a beast. Or clawz missing. But they are getting some kills in here, and they've got a railgun up top.
I think that was more missing.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of going to go on tilt soon, aren't they? And
I think
just see what they can do. Oh, they are making a comeback slowly.
Yeah, it's just, can they get a lockdown? That's the thing. And it seems that Averages have had that time on the red, like constantly. And even though you've got the whole of IG here, they're all very weak. And I would actually make one of my players not cess if I was Averages and actually just kind of make sure that you pick up all the items that you can get to clean up the mess in the room. Because you can fight 3v4, and then if you just, as long as you bring someone in with a mega, a yellow, and some weapons, you should have something to say about the fights. And yeah, it's like, okay, Cypher picks up the red armor, but he gets LG'd and plasma gun down. So that red armor completely nullified because he didn't have a gun. So it's not looking great.
They're struggling. I guess we don't see the big swings in TDM that you can see in dueling.
Yeah, I mean, it can happen when you have like quad and a battle suit and you can get both power-ups, which is very rare.
But there's no battle suit here. So.
Yeah, but there's only the one power-up, so it's quite a linear kind of map control and then a fight every 2 minutes. But Silence P will get the kill. So Silence P has actually got the items that you would want to have if you weren't cessing red, right? He got the mega, he got the yellow, and it was going to be a quad pickup into instant death. And yeah, Silence P is actually going to get down. So I actually think that's going to be too much now for a comeback.
It's just a horrible mess every time the quad spawns, isn't it? Everybody just runs in and explodes on top of the quad.
Yeah. It's like sometimes quads are put in like rooms and positions that you just can't do that.
Don't like.
And this quad room is actually, you're right, it is kind of like that position where you can jump on it from like what, 3 different angles in a way. Like, and then you can also and the platform it's on is quite big as well. So if you look at quad room on like DM14, it's very hard to jump on quad on DM14, right? Because it's in that closed room.
I'm gonna nod.
Yeah, you're gonna nod.
Because
Okay, that's
if
yeah,
I
but like,
knew the map.
and then you say DM6 quad, right?
Yeah.
DM6 quad is a quad you can jump on.
Yeah, that's
Right?
the one I'm thinking
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
That's the sort of.
So this is a very similar DM6 quad.
Okay.
So I'm agreeing with you. It's you know, it's not an easy place to hold because you have many places you can shoot from with railguns, and you also have many places you can jump on it. So it's a little, unless you get a lockdown, it's a little bit sassy, and it just turns back into the map at hand, which is fight over the red and the
I do
railgun.
love this style of Quake though. It's sort of crazy. Whatever weapon you've got, just use it.
Yeah, that's the best thing about TDM.
Yeah. I mean, my roots was free for all, obviously.
Really?
Well, I mean, before when Quake first came out, there was only free for all.
Yeah.
That's all we played.
When did you start playing Quake?
That was '96 when it came out.
Yeah.
Q test. So yeah, it's so much fun. I think it's the most fun I have is in free for all.
Really? I don't like free for all that much.
Yeah,
Do
you're
you
obviously
listen?
not very
do
good
you-
at it.
Yeah. Do you listen to the hit beeps in free for all to understand when someone's low when you shoot them with a machine gun?
No, you play rock music and you go crazy.
Oh, that helped more. I played a player from London who used to play a lot of free for all called Dread,
Yeah.
and he used to play free for all versus bots on 1.5 speed. So he used to speed up the game.
Yeah.
And he would listen to sounds. So when he was in a room fighting, he would quickly shoot someone with a machine gun and realize if they were high or low health, just so he would then switch. Do you think that's more of an advantage than rock music, or less an advantage than rock music?
It depends if you're playing to win, of course, because there are other advantages to playing rock music.
I think
You
so.
get to listen to rock music.
That's a pretty good advantage.
But yeah, free for all's where it's at. It's fantastic, and I think I like TDM. I played a bit of Duel recently, and it's just depressing when you're playing badly. At least in this kind of game, you get a few
Yeah,
frags.
there's too many mistakes you can make in Duel. The good thing about TDM is you just kind of, one gun is enough to do something with. Even machine gun's good. And then it's about how, you know, it's almost like how effective you are in combat. So you're looking not really to like do anything other than put out the maximum amount of damage in the minimum amount of time while taking the minimum amount of damage during the fight. And so it's a really combat heavy kind of decisions, which is fantastic.
So is that it?
Yep,
There
that's
we
going to
go.
be it. I mean, yeah, 8k damage from Noctis.
Should we apologise to the viewers now for the lack of good commentary?
Nah, I think it was brilliant, to be honest, Suj. So that means the averages have won the TDM, Suj.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Not
Did
the
they-
whole TDM.
But
They've
there's a CTF
There's a CTF. that
coming.
will be
Okay,
coming,
I think we should probably not be here for that.
maybe.
Probably.
I'm pretty good at CTF.
Okay.
Have you ever played CTF?
Yeah, I did a little bit. It's kind of it's more exciting, I guess. We're having an objective where the frags
I
don't
think
really
it's
matter
a
so much.
spectator. Yeah, it is more exciting. I think though when TDM comes down to like overtimes, it's fucking amazing. But it very rarely happens.
Yeah.
Because it's yeah, you're just playing over frags.
Yeah. No, I love that feeling. Grab it, get away, have your team back you up.
Are you good at rocket jumping?
Oh yeah, I invented a few of those.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you're trolling me.
No,
now,
I
or
genuinely did.
you invented a few rocket jumps.
Back when you couldn't really be famous for being good,
Yeah.
I used to just invent ways to get around the map. And
in CTF?
No,
in
this
just
is
anything?
like original days of Quake.
Yeah, so just in general.
So in DM4, which was a big duel map, there was a lava. If you fall in, you're stuck and you're dead.
Yep.
And I figured out a way to get out, so I put a demo up, and it became famous. So it was like one of the first famous things in Quake.
DM4 was, I've seen a lot of people play that. It's the one, yeah, you got like the...
It's
thing there with
teleporters
lava, yeah.
everywhere, lava at the bottom, there's
And
a quad damage.
And the
on
megas in
ledge.
the room that you have to fight to get out.
Yeah,
Or-
that's right.
Yeah,
You're sort of trapped in there
yeah,
if
you're
you
trapped
go
in
in for
there.
it.
Yeah.
Great map.
Yeah. I played some Quake World versus some good Quake World players, and they destroyed me. But I beat some people, and they were like really upset because I didn't play much Quake World.
Yeah, I think you have that effect when you beat people. You
That's
upset
why I
them.
called myself too good. Cool. All right. We're gonna go for a smoke, I guess.
I guess so.
And when the stream comes back, maybe it won't be just us. We'll probably bring in Zoot and DDK. But it's been a pleasure having you here. Maybe you'll do another game later if you're still around.
Maybe.
You want to commit to it now?
I don't know.
I
I
won't
still
make
I
it.
still feel a bit wrong after Friday night, but
Ah, like you're so old.
I think I must be getting old. Yeah.
You don't look it.
Oh, thank you.
But you're 39.
Yeah.
You actually look better than me on camera. I look dead. And you actually look quite handsome.
I've got some grey hair going on.
Whatever. We're going to a break.